Okay, we made it. Finally, we are at the Violent Ends Finals. It is 2-2, and we've made it to the ace game. Both players vetoed every map they did not want to participate on, and we ended up on Coastlands. We have in the top right of Coastlands playing as Goo, one of our semi-finalists, Galahad, and in the bottom left, the other of our semi-finalists playing as Beta, Krux. Here in the center of the map, we've already got an engagement between the scouts. Doesn't look too good for the commando here. I think that drover has caught it too out of position and it's going to get taken out. That will completely mitigate Krux's ability to harass this Mother Goo. I hope Krux will prepare himself for another rush. Actually, it looked like Galahad was going to rush, but now he's just kind of patrolling this spigot area. So we may actually see him going Mother first since he was able to shut down Krux's scout. Krux still has no walls in his base. Stagger stepping away from the drover. The drover will be able to get away to safety. And a stalker is in production now, as well as a tank attachment. Getting pretty quiet. Krux is moving his commando over here towards the southeast. Maybe he's thinking of setting up a proxy already? Or a refinery proxy, maybe? Or maybe he just isn't sure where the Mother is. But he's completely off track if he's scouting for the Mother down here, as Galahad's Mothers are both way up here in the northwest, and he has gone Mother first. And a Predator has been produced by Krux, as well as a wall turret. Krux will continue searching for Galahad's Mothers. Still no second refinery. And another commando actually just went down to the drover. So this drover has actually racked up 2 commando kills and is still going strong. 2 stalkers now from Krux, who is also now going to grab himself a second refinery. He's a little bit behind though on economy. Galahad is up to 3 mothers, excuse me, and he'll be up to 4 soon if he chooses to be. Krux is applying very little pressure here. I hope we won't see him repeat the mistake of Game 2 where he simply allowed Galahad to expand way out of control. Galahad up to 4 mothers and continuing to expand. And Galahad is just mind gaming Krux so hard. Krux playing so defensively, just sitting in his base, not applying any pressure, and in the meantime Galahad is free to just expand as wildly as he wants. And we now have another third refinery and factory going up in Krux's base, and the first engagement will be joined here. 4 stalkers will not be nearly enough to take on this force. Way too many tier 1 units here. Oh man, we just got a donation from one of our competitors. Thank you, Cowboy Dan, for your generous $5 donation. I really appreciate it. But, as I stated before, those first Stalkers stand no chance in this engagement. The Drovers clean them up no problem. Predator gets taken out by the Striders. The third refinery's extractor is going up way up here in the north. Wow, it's going to take a zillion years for that harvester to make it up to that extractor. He's not going to get a return on that investment forever. He does have a Predator sitting in the bushes, though, which is acting as a pretty good deterrent to those Drovers, but the expansion only continues here from Galahad up to 6 mothers, I think? Yes, 6. Again, kind of hard to see in the brush. Still no engagements happening at all. Both players just macroing up, making. We have a small squad here from Krux making its way towards the east, but honestly, there's not really anything over there for them to do. One drover scouting around in the east as well, and this tier 1 clump of units scouting around, making its way into these central bushes, which could catch Crux's 2 predators off guard here. This could be a nice pickup. 2 drovers go down. Krux is trying to kite, moves into the engagement with those 3 commandos. The drovers are going to tear them to shreds, though. Predator continues to try and kite these Striders, but 3 against 1, they will not be able to stand a chance. Nice pickup by Galahad, completely wiping out that harassment squad and losing very little in the process. And in the meantime, his expansion is just going to get worse and worse. Look how many mothers he has. Going straight to 9 mothers. Such immense greed from him, and Krux has utterly failed to punish it because of his defensive play here. And he's only on 3 refineries, a 4th one going up now. He is so behind. He is devastatingly behind. He's going to have to absolutely crush in the next several engagements to stand any chance. Hangar going up with a stealth attachment, more production facilities going up in Crux's base, and like I said, he needs to make something happen fast. But I don't know how he's going to do that, and I think things may have already spiraled way out of his control. Look how many mothers are all over this map. There's 12. Galahad is now capped on mothers. They can expand so fast. Capped on mothers at 9 minutes. Completely unpunished. And he didn't even just make only mothers. He made a decent amount of tier 1 units as well to protect. Krux has just totally failed to keep up with his opponent. Getting very ominous for Krux. He has got to be worried about his situation. We're finally going to see some harassment over here, but I fear it may be too late. I'm not even sure Galahad has noticed this happening. Okay, didn't react at all. That one moves onto the cliff. And his tier 1 group is making its way over there to support, but Galahad is actually leaving completely to go harass in a different area, I guess. Trying to pull his opponent's army around while another harassment force masses in his base. We've got a lot of hailstorms cooking, as well as more hailstorms. 6 hailstorms going, and Krux is operating currently on 5 refineries. Mining this area quite hard currently. I don't think he's going to be able to pick up this mother before being taken out by this group of tier 1 stuff. Striders and drovers. Yeah, that's an easy win for Galahad. And a Persier is now under construction way up here, and Galahad has plenty of mothers to spare. I almost wonder if this thing is going to be complete just by throwing these super high HP mothers inside of it. Although Krux did just scout it. It's up to 3,700, 3,800 health now. Lots of mother movement by Galahad over here. Not sure where they're all going. Now, it almost looks like he's making a full recall into his Persier with all of his mothers. What an interesting build from Galahad. That Persier is... looks like it's going to complete. Extremely soon. Krux is mobilizing an emergency response up towards the north now, and he has 6 hailstorms backing his tier 1 units. If he can get a perfect amount of rockets off on the screening troops here, he will wipe them, but that Persier is so close to completing. Will he be able to screen this? It's going to be so close. The Persier has only 400 health before it's done. Oh, that Dweller! There was a Dweller in his path, and all of his commandos just got taken out. Another Dweller! Oh, it's so painful. Oh no, he cannot stop that Mother Goof from making it to the Persier. 5,000 health, the Persier has completed, and Krux must disengage. Those Dwellers were absolutely crucial to that engagement, taking out Crux's entire army. And he will be left with no response to this epic. Oh no. Does not look good for Krux. He has absolutely no response to this Persier. The only way he really has of countering it is avoiding it. He's currently just splitting his hailstorms to attempt to bleed and slow its advance. But these mothers are being healed by it because they're near it, and therefore are going to be able to continue spawning units at a very scary rate. And Krux desperately needs to find some way to keep it out of his base. Either that or just build like insanely fast all over the entire map just to take advantage of its slow speed somehow. Since ground units are pretty much hopeless against it. Krux is just going to continue split microing hailstorms around it. And Galahad seems too timid to just walk past them straight into Crux's base. But once these mothers start spawning more units, he'll have no problem protecting his Persia's advance here. And I feel as though Krux is spending so much of his attention microing his army against this Persier that he's not taking advantage of the fact that the entire right side of the map is now available for rapid emergency expansion. If he would throw up some airfields or something, well, he's got Tempests protecting actually. So I take that back. This amount of Tempests can protect against almost an unlimited number of beta planes, unless split microed. So yeah, I honestly don't know what Krux can do other than just overwhelm this with like a bajillion million avalanches and hailstorms or something. Or a Hand of Rook, obviously, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. The fact is, Krux basically needs like 2 or 3 times his current level of economy to combat this. And here come a bunch of units that the mothers will be able to produce for free from the Purger's healing aura. And this Purger is just making its way towards Crux's base ever so slowly. Once it starts taking out refineries, it's gonna snowball way out of control. And Krux has yet to build a single structure since that Purger completed. It's completely stopped his economy. And that's it. Krux doesn't think he can win. Good game. Well played. Galahad is the very first champion of Violent Ends. Congratulations to Galahad. Well played by Krux as well. We had excellent